cornet trumpet player. He played brilliantly. His parents disapproved. Nevertheless, every time he made a record, he'd post it up very carefully, pack it up, send it to them, and that was it. He went home to die when he was quite young, actually, and when he got back to his spare room where he always lived, he saw on the top of the wardrobe all the records were still there, and they were still wrapped up, and they hadn't been undone at all because it was black music, and you didn't listen to that sort of thing in the 1930s.
Cameras are banned in court, as we know. Julia Quensler is the BBC court artist, and you know they're not allowed to draw in court. They're allowed to make written notes, and they have to then use their memory and go outside the court where they can do those pastoral drawings. But there are photographs from a 1910 trial. Peter, are you doing this?
Yes, indeed. And a chap who is, we understand, he's John Suchet and David Suchet's grandfather, who went along with a bowler hat on his head.
To Crippin's trial, that's Dr. Crippin.
Trial. And there's Crippin with his girlfriend Ethel and Eve, and he went along with a bowler hat on his head, and when he pulled the string, the top of the bowler hat opened up like that, and stuck to his head was a camera, and he leaned forward like that and went click, click, click. He sold them to the Daily Express, we think, we're not sure, and he made a fortune out of it, and over the last photograph ever taken. I'll put it out, yes, bloody move next time. It didn't work for him at all, and that was the way it was.
Yeah. So there are, I think, 4 photos of Crippin being tried.
Yeah. And of course, Crippin, we know about the musical aspect. Crippin, his wife was called Belle Elmore, and she wasn't much good, apparently, and she's the one who got killed. There's a bit of censorship as well, isn't it? Your wife's no good as a performer, so you kill her.
Apparently they used to sometimes say that at the players. If somebody came on, a bawdy woman, they, you know, a comedian, they say, Crippin was right.
In the 1950s, Great Britain and America put premature babies into oxygen tents. In Britain we discovered that if you left them in there too long, it began to affect their eyesight and it wasn't good for them. And so Britain actually banned the practice, America didn't. And one of the results of that is Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. And in the sports world, we often hear about banned substances. The French cyclist Philippe Trevoux, he cheated. He took performance-enhancing drugs. He was called to a random drugs test, but he was ahead of the game because he handed in a bottle of his girlfriend's urine and he was passed for drugs. But he was tested positive for pregnancy. So cheats never possible.
Continuing with the banning in sport, in 1774, Reigate Priory went to Hambledon in Hampshire with a cricket bat they'd made, which was 12 inches wide. And the cricket bat, they put it in front of the wicket like that and just stood there. They couldn't get past it. So they took it to the side of the pitch, chopped it up and burnt it, and then they wrote to the MCC and said, what about this then? They said, well, from now on, all cricket bats will be 3.5 inches wide and they can't be any wider.
39 Olympic events are still not open to women and they're treated unequally in other ways. In 2012, when we had it in London, the Japanese football teams flew to London. Men came business class, women in economy. The men won no medals, the women won a silver, and both teams flew back to Japan business class.
But recently some churches were banning some headstones in their church, so they had to conform to certain materials and certain sizes, and some of the more secular inscriptions were not allowed. Here's an example that came up as a cartoon, which explained what that
Found
was
that
all
in the
about.
paper.
There it is. Can you read it in the back?
Yeah.
Good. Spike Milligan put on his tombstone, or wanted to, he wanted to put on his tombstone, I told you I was ill. But he wasn't allowed to do it, but he had it done in Gaelic, so nobody understands it except And there's a cowboy's headstone in Utah. These are the actual words of it. and it says, a cowboy's tombstone. It's important to have a woman who helps at home, cooks from time to time, cleans up and has a job. It's important to have a woman who can make you laugh. It's important to have a woman who you can trust and doesn't lie to you. It's important to have a woman who is good in bed and likes to be with you. 5, it's very, very important that these 4 women do not know one another. Or you'll end up dead like me. Funerals seem to be fairly open as to what music's to be played. We've been to several lately, and there's so many Louis Armstrong's Wonderful World. I'm going to have Please Don't Talk About Me When I'm Gone. But there you are.
This one is a very, very popular one for... But if you get the second track by mistake, and that was actually hijacked by the anti-Margaret Thatcher lobby, wasn't it, when she died? And again, the BBC were in a quandary. They didn't know whether they should play it or they shouldn't play it. It might be offensive, of course, to her family, but it was at #1 because of everybody buying it or downloading it, whatever it was. And I think they compromised in the end by playing 15 seconds. So banning and censorship never goes away, of course. But hospital radio is somewhere where perhaps some songs should be banned. Here at Hospital Radio, this is for Stanley Robinson, who is close to the end but has decided to donate some of his organs to medical science.
All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see?
And finally, this is to cheer up Jeremy Stokes, who is recovering and celebrating success at last after the first 2 attempts at a sex change sadly failed.
Now, a bit now.
Got to be so careful.
Thanks to Ivan Brackenbury, for those who may know him. But these adverts from the 1950s, health and safety wouldn't be at all happy with them now.
Can you see?
And
Actually,
this,
let me go around this side, sorry. This is my personal favourite. Christmas morning, she'll be happier with a Hoover.
and let's get this bit first. The Lucky Strike used to go around schools in the 1930s giving out free samples to all the children, and they followed up with this one for Lucky Strike later on.
To keep a slender figure no one can deny, reach for a lucky strike. All 3 of those just wouldn't be, of course, tolerated in any way at all.
And I don't know if you've ever made anything or finished something and you've just got it ready and you think, oh, just go and do that and put it where it goes. And you look at it and say, oh, bloody hell, I've put the arms the wrong way round, or the tops there, and I've screwed it the wrong way round, or that's not going to work. I've ruined it completely. And when that happens, this cartoon really sums it up. Sometimes when it's a WI group, I do change the word. I censor myself on this occasion.
But if any of you have been affected by any of the issues raised here today, hard luck.
Yes.
The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and black's white today,
and day's night today, and what's banned today just isn't grand today.
So this is how we'll close. There's much today that gives offence, or does that mean that we should censor what's in our shows?
No, anything goes. Thank you.
told you.